Hey, what's up everybody, Shido here. October is here, and that means it's time for the fall anime season. I'm sure there'll be several shows I enjoy, and even more that'll be either forgettable or a complete waste of time. Every season, I start by trying to watch the first episode or two of every new show, so I thought I would give my thoughts on what I do watch. I start the season off strong with a long-awaited return of a fantastic series. I'm talking about Log Horizon. The first season was amazing, and hopefully season 2 will be more of the same. But let's be realistic, if you watch season 1, you're going to watch season 2. Unless they somehow completely screw up the story and characters, you're still going to love the show. If you didn't watch season 1, I highly doubt you'll jump into season 2. I've been anticipating season 2's start since season 1 ended, and while episode 1 didn't give us a whole lot, I expected to quickly live up to everyone's expectations. That's all I'm really going to talk about regarding this, because I don't want to spoil a lot of the show. But if you haven't seen Log Horizon, it's basically another type of show like a Sword Art Online where you're inside of an MMO and the people can't log out. But this show is so much better than Sword Art Online, in my opinion, and I hope everybody will check the series out. The very next show I watched was the brand new Gundam series entitled Gundam Reconquista in G, which is a completely stupid title for a show. Immediately you'll notice the animation has a very retro feel, as it very much has the look of the old 1980s Gundam series, but honestly, with it being the 35th anniversary of the Gundam series, I was kind of expecting them to pull out all the stops and make this show memorable, and this sort of fell a bit flat, honestly, and the animation comes off more weird than it does nostalgic. This show feels like it's just for old school Gundam fans and nobody else. If you liked the original 1980 Gundam shows, maybe you'll like this. I don't even think fans of Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, or anything of the newer animation style, I guess you could say, or the newer Gundam shows, I don't think fans will like this either. It certainly doesn't feel like it's even for mech fans. I think it feels just like it's for Gundam fans. And honestly, I'm not really into it. The very next show I checked out was the much anticipated Terraformars. This show is weird, like crazy weird. How so, you ask? Well, to try and colonize Mars, we sent cockroaches and mold to the planet. 500 years later, we now have giant, mutated humanoid cockroaches with super strength, and they are called Terraformers. To fight these creatures, people undergo genetic modification. So yeah, that's how weird the show is. It'll certainly have its audience with sci-fi action people, but it's not really for me, so I'll most likely be passing on this show. After Terraformers, I moved on to a series called World Trigger. Basically, one day a gate, or portal if you will, opened up in Mikado City, and creatures oddly named neighbors began to appear. Earth's weapons could not harm the creatures, causing widespread panic, until a group called Border showed up and were able to fight the creatures. The first episode didn't really give us anything but the backstory of the world, but that was perfectly fine, because at least we know what kind of world we're in now. It's a Toei animation show, so the animation is nothing special, same with the character designs. But that being said, it seems interesting, and it could be a fun show, so I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it. Well, that's it for part 1 of my first impressions of the fall 2014 anime season. In part 2, I'll cover even more shows. Just remember that this is based solely off of seeing episode 1, or in some cases episode 2, of the series. This is not an overall review of the series, and this is not anyone's opinion other than my own. Well, thanks for watching, and catch you later.